foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knows nothing. For she sits at the door of her house on a seat by the highest place of the city, to call those who pass by, who go straight on their way. Whoever is simple, let him turn in here. And as for him who lacks understanding, she says to him, stolen water is sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. But he does not know that the dead are there, that her guests are in the depths of hell. Eweleke o, Diamond. So you should just carry your chair and sit down. As we are sitting down, let us do some homework. Like the video first to make we not come fight. Hey, you people. Hey, stolen waters is sweet. Bread eaten in the secret, hey, is pleasant. But the foolish man does not know that they are dead guests in the house of an adulteress. When an adulteress is calling a man, it is sweet. But the dead live in that place. We are continuing with our story of the Akwa Ibom pastor, the church in Akwa Ibom. To the church in Akwa Ibom, if Paul was to write a letter today, he go say, I don't wake. It shocked me. So you guys, apparently, our late pastor, he was not only Udeme he was following. I think we should set that record straight. But they were legion, they were plenty. The man get harem. See, the word of God is not. See, yeah. See, you see, on Proverbs, book of Proverbs is my favorite part of the Bible. Stolen waters is sweet. Yeah, the bread that is eaten in coral, wild geckos and lizards. When you are eating it in the coral place, it's pleasant, but that road is the road that leads to death. Yes, especially when you have the call of God in your life, when you are not just anybody on the road, it leads to death. People are perished on that road. Okay, there are plenty things to say because there's a lot. I don't even know how we are going to run this package now. There are audios that are flying up and down, and to be honest, since I started doing this series, me, I'm like, for my own mental health if I don't want to even hear again. But no wahala, it's the work we choose to do. So the different women, different people, I'm even hearing that a pastor's wife had a child for him inside the hey, God, have mercy on your children, because even unbeliever social club, we not they hear all these kind things. And so we are going to play the audio. I told you it's going to be a series, okay? So if it's too long in this video, we put to the next video, okay? If you have not liked the video, like it, okay? Like the video, all right, and share.
That Runcie, you and Inoba, what happened? What happened? Did you go to Inoba or Runcie came to you or something? What happened?
It was Angela that told her. It was Angela Ekong that went to go and tell her I lied and even said that
Okay, so hold on. She said she got into the room and saw you on her bed. I be seated on her bed while the husband was kneeling. Did anything like that happen?
No.
She said the day gone that you opened up to her.
Mama, let me tell you what happened. That day, I went to the house to talk to her, actually. Unfortunately, he was the one that I saw. So then, he called me to the room and was telling me, it's okay to call Angela. I told Angela, what happened? He told me good news. In front of me, that when his wife comes, that I should tell his wife, King to come in. Do you understand?
Okay.
So, when the wife came in, it was even a case of good news. What did you say? Try. He said, handle the situation. Mama, you understand me?
Mm-hmm.
It was later. He did not even agree to. It was after it was after Mama told me to excuse them. That Kimo Yemita come me. That he even accepted to her. He didn't make it.
So did he come to did he accept it before you when you finally later came in?
He accepted it because when Mama called me back, she apologized to me.
Before the wife?
Not he. She.
Oh, she. Oh.
Yes.
Why did she apologize to you?
Wait, that apology just hung there. She apologized to me that she wished that instead of going to Angela, that I came to her. You understand? That she would have preferred if I came and spoke with her than came with Angela. However, few days after, she started sending me messages. The heart of man is desperately wicked. That Kekpero, like I don't want all those sending me all those kinds of messages. That I seduced the husband.
That you seduced the husband. This woman is sick. Till today, those are the things she's saying. People must always be seducing her husband. Husband of gold. So pastor now came back to you and now made it look like he's going to. He was always telling us, good news lied against me. Good news. He did not know I was in communication with you. He did not know that you had told me everything. Yeah, so I just kept it that way. So when he started seeing you again, I knew. When he started sleeping with you again, I knew. But something happened and he brought up your message and was showing the wife. See the person you people said that I read. He has been coming on me. It was messages that you had sent him. I delete.
Yes.
I delete. And we were seeing your love up stuff, the things you were doing, showing that you even came to one, that he's sleeping with you and everything. I was just like, what does this guy?
Jesus Christ. As in, this is sick. You know what? I'm not even surprised with the suicide though. Because even when I stopped talking to him, like cutting him off, he comes back with this whole manipulative, trying to you don't love me again. That is why you don't care about me. Even if I die, I'll just commit suicide. I'll be like, why would you even say that?
So he's been talking the suicide thing.
Yeah, he has. He has mentioned it once with me. I'm no longer I left to you since last year. I moved to Abuja. Uyo was through all of that trauma for me. And it was also limiting. So I moved. So I'm fully based in Abuja now. I have a place in Abuja and all of that. So that also severed whatever. Before then, we're not even seeing. We're not seeing. But he would tell me, oh, this is what is happening. He has this ailment, all that.
What kind of ailment?
He said he had a heart disease.
Runcie was just sick. That is Boro Bairo. I'm telling you. So the wife
may just be like a publicity stunt, right?
That's what I think, oh my dear. That's what I think, to hide away, to cover away. Because if this guy, the wife cried and called me that, remember how I reached you now on this thing?
Yeah.
If he could go back like this and open his mouth and talk to the wife, come and see, she's on my case. I was like, oh, where can I see good news without it? I was so pissed with you. I was.
I deserve all of that. In fact, I had to call myself and talk to myself. I'm not exonerating myself. I take full responsibility for being an idiot in that situation.
But Esther is out here saying she never slept with Runcie.
She did. That one is a lie from the pit of hell. She did inside the house.
How did you know?
Jesus Christ, ma. Two things. Let me mention twice. One, she left like it was in a hotel. Like both of them, they lost somewhere. There was this day that they were looking for them. And both of them, that hotel is in a wait housing, And I went to meet with them the next day. Literally the next day, the next morning. That's one. Secondly, in the house, how Mama is she will not really like should I use the word bother? Now for Yemi Ba for Ba. They used to sleep on the same mat inside the house where he will be wearing boxers and she'll be wearing bomb shorts. And you know he will not keep his hands to himself. You know, they will do that night in, night out. So
but when when he started sleeping with you, did she know? Did you guys ever have a conversation?
Me and Esther. Esther is a very secretive person.
She looks like it.
Yeah.
She looks like
Esther will carry her bullshit to the grave.
I get. So how about Sandy? Was Sandy sleeping with him?
I don't have proof, but you know that when this stuff happened with me, Sandy was the first person I told because I moved to Sandy's house.
Okay.
So Sandy was telling me, I'm in.
So Sandy knew.
Sandy knew. And before the thing even died down, Sandy
Sandy.
Pastor.
Oh, Sandy came over to live there with you guys.
I mean, may leave. I left. I went to stay in Sandy's house.
Okay.
Sandy was telling me I should go back and tell him that Kim Meyumo.
Why?
I mean, it is who she is. So perhaps.
Okay, so that's when you not in a cock. Is that it?
Exactly.
Oh.
So Sandy me like let's say 2 weeks after I left. I left church, yeah. So in my head, I was like, okay, maybe she wants her own.
Oh, okay. After you left church, because you had mentioned that nobody saw you at any stores. After that time, nobody didn't answer you.
Yeah, she didn't answer me. I've seen her twice. Maybe she didn't answer me.
But the husband spoke with you.
Yeah, in front of her, I was laughing like news.
Runcie was sick. That's all me I can say. Runcie was sick. So, okay, after your own, okay, for one forward, that Runcie disappeared like this and wrote a note and kept. So that's why I can't even believe he has done this thing over and over to so many people.
The thing is, it's a doctor that even told me. That's why it's my doctor.
Dr. Morgan.
You know, Dr. Morgan, you know, I went through therapy. In teaching hospital. And I even told him, in fact, that is one of the things that made us fall apart. Because after that therapy, this therapy was after I man and
Sorry.
So I was honest with my therapist. I started having anxiety. Right now, I have panic attacks. I have anxiety issues. I have palpitation. I even have hypertension.
Oh, yeah, so sorry.
Yeah, which is a ripple effect of what happened. That experience messed me up. And we're not ready for this conversation.
No, we are not.
It messed me. Yeah. It has been very defining, and I feel that is why I feel the way I feel, because but I feel hurt. Like you've been death. See, there are other sufferings that are better than death. You know, that are worse than death. So for me, it has been defining in my journey, musically, mentally, and all of that. So I started. They referred me to mental health. So I saw a therapist. I was honest with her. I told her everything that had happened.
Did you mention name?
Yes.
So there is a therapist in UTH that knows about this, Runcie. Wow.
Exactly. Dr. Mkanga.
Female?
Female. I requested for a female therapist. Because I used to feel very not good enough. I used to feel that it was my fault. I used to feel like the whole low self-esteem thingy. The fact that I get to Medi, I'm in Mananka. I knew it was wrong. You know, I felt it. I felt like this person has so much control over my mind.
All these other times, did he use protection?
No.
That's the thing. So he will be doing all these things everywhere because everybody we have asked, there's not been any protection.
Mm.
He will
So
go back home to his wife with those kind of things. So that were you not afraid that this Dr. Nkama might tell the wife, being that the wife works there?
actually, at this point, I was fighting for my life. Honestly, that year was crazy. I did not care. Like, I really did not care because she doesn't care about me.
Mm.
Yeah, I did not care. I just needed to be fine. I was having tremors. I was having the worst insomnia. Like, I had high functioning anxiety. In fact, I'm still on medication because it never goes away. Like yesterday when I heard the news, I just popped my meds and sleeping, like I've not slept, you understand? So some days I can stay awake till morning because of insomnia, like real insomnia. So it's just caused because I actually feel like I'm due for another round of CBT. I had social anxiety, like even till now, in Kanando public transport, I'll have a panic attack and I'll just shake. I'll hyperventilate and all of that. So I was just thinking I need to see a therapist again because the
I'm
last
so
time I saw her.
sorry. But with all of this, have you run these things by Jesus? The Holy Spirit is, I understand though. That's why
Yeah.
I started with coming. I'm sorry, and I understand the place of medication.
Yeah.
But I know, how I've always communicated with you. This whole
Yeah.
Jesus thing, the Holy Spirit comes to ease us. So to wake up and find that man, Damilola, steal from me. The other person in law in UK carry all my money, and the only thing I could fall back on, which was my properties on here. And this man had taken everything, and not just that, started plotting with the wife. Started plotting. King Madi reports now. In a time meeting in my godmom's house, Reverend UT came in very well and told them that he has tried the same thing with the daughter. That the daughter reached out and said that's why she ran away to Canada. While conversations were ongoing, people were now beginning to to harass the girl in her inbox. Oh, your lesbian partner, Udeme Koriko, sent you abroad. And who knew that we were talking? Only Runcie sat there and knew. So he had syndicates. It might be this Debbie or somebody trying to, them. The girl was mad. She wanted to come online. I told her, no, don't let these people push you to do anything. Leave Runcie. I kept writing. You see Judas. Leave Judas to run kitty kata kata. He will kill himself by himself. Okay, but he will hang himself. I wanted to put back that my post because I had a post like that I put that time back today. Because these are the things. You just keep hurting people. Anytime you go up and return properties to them. And I think you have a problem. Seek help. My godmom is a manipulator. The daughter is a manipulator. Udeme wants my husband. Wow. Yeah, and said it to my face. I have the recording. So I said it to my face when I came to ask for my properties in November last year. Udeme, I blocked you when I found out you were they want to kill me. You were plotting to kill me to have my husband. I was like,
Wow.
Are you serious? That's the day I looked at her to the face. So this is why.
You know that he could also be manipulating her. Me, I don't underestimate his prowess. In short, after that stuff, hey, I told him legit, see, I have spoken to a therapist and I told her everything. He was like, did you think about me? Did you think about my family? I said, wait, I am telling you that I sought medical help for myself and you're talking about it yourself. So it got to that point, like, I wasn't, when we have conversations, it was never about, like, there was no power dynamics in play. If he says something I don't like, I'll tell him, oh, this one, you are just capping. And then we'll not now talk for a while. Saying, you don't love me.
He preys on people. He preys on people, low self-esteem, people that take him as the savior and God of this world. That's why he couldn't bring those things to me because in case you don't know you. First, I had my own money. So in short, he's the one that will be succumbing to me because I got to bring money for ministry, And you imagine when I bought the car for my godmom, him coming to like, how could you do that? And you didn't tell me. I remember when you tell you on to waiting, should tell you, so you should tell me not to how to use my money. He was so pissed. That I bought that. And then many, many times, most of my vacations, he would say, ministry has needle. And he never used to do that when he first started, remember? So when he started all this excessive Facebooking, wanting me to buy a power bike of 20M for him, different stuff, I was just looking at this man. I just knew. And you know, when I found out he had come back to you, and I just knew, if this guy can do this, back to this good news, a girl that you molested in your house and lied, and your wife feels she's a witch. If you did this some years ago, and by this year you're still doing this, that's when I started thinking about Esther, because Esther was married but still living in that house. And now I heard when this thing about okay, Esther is all over the place going, I've never slept with Runcie. I have never. I'm like, God have mercy. It's just crazy.
I hope this doesn't affect her marriage, because it's going to be very bad if they find out that he's the father of that.
My dear, my own is that at this point, with what Runcie knew exactly what he was doing, now he has to go and do something so that everybody might forget or something. I do not know, and God in heaven knows. Seriously, I do not care. Why? Because for me, I believe that when we pray, when we take time and leave sentiment and pray, we see. The only time that dawned on me was when I found my voice. When I called out Dami, I had started praying. That's what gave me. I heard God. When you travel, do it. I'm telling you, I didn't want to do it in New York. You don't forget already. You understand? I did in America, and that opened up cans of worms. That's how Dami came and was telling me the things that Runcie asked her to do and all of that. Runcie is even calling her right now to tell Anye to call me out. Can you imagine? And Runcie will come and sound like, oh, I understand you, babe. And by you, I was looking at him. So he was always playing a double game. Call that girl to call me. And I told her, why didn't you call me? I mean, that one has called me today. I was like, Deme, what is this? Is this what I'm thinking? I told her, I better come out here. She now said, Deme, she called me today.
Like, people are intense
I called
again.
Now. She came and apologized to immediately and started paying my money and told me. Now she opened up now, said, then don't take my property. So say, Runcie, they do this one, do that one, and everything. She's not my friend. We've not been talking, but she pays my money every month. We gave her stipulation of what to pay. She pays my money every month. But mine was that when this thing happened, I knew she was going to call me. I knew, because she told me that time, this last time, the November thing, that she's ready to talk. I told her, are you not afraid to lose your marriage? She said, for what? For what? That she's ready to talk. Why? That if this thing is not stopped, somebody will die. I have the message. She her own was that she felt that Runcie would kill an Obon. But you see, God of Bonokan, the soul that sinned, he shall die. So she wanted us to come out. I told her that time, I don't trust her. I don't care. They didn't touch me. They didn't molest me. She's the one. If she wants to, she can go ahead. But that all I want is my own money. Is my money. Yes, for Runcie, what I want is my properties. I didn't care what he was doing again or not. You were about saying something.
Yeah, I was about saying that I used to tell him that one day that I'll talk about this in public. Well, there's no need anymore. I used to tell him because I remember the reason why Busola Dakulot spoke up then. She did because of the new information that they got. Like, they got hold of people
that he was still doing.
Yes. So the essence was to gather a new, fresh case against him. The case they were gathering was not Bisola versus Pastor Fortunimbo. So by the time she came forward, more people came forward with more damning evidences. So that is what they took to court.
My dear, did you know Kufre Nicholas?
Yeah.
You knew she was pregnant for him, for Runcie.
Jesus.
Yeah, was pregnant, went to abortion. She almost died. She came back, talked to Nsekani, had started writing almost the same way you wrote to him on Facebook, telling him that you have damaged me and all of that. I said that girl got so damaged that her until now she has not recovered. So my own was like, why was this man living this kind of life? Because I was like, Nicola said was the first lady that came and was trying to tell me, oh, I had this, I'm pregnant, I went to tell my pastor. So I was wondering, how can I be pregnant to go and tell my pastor? Then I now asked her, Jesus, is he asking you out? Do you know when that girl left that place, went and told pastor and the wife, now they miss asking whether they so damn it, and then he called it to Pama. How would you ask her such a question? Is it because I told you what happened in my marriage? That time you had already happened. So in all being the thing, it is in the midst of that we talk. Let me leave this people and go and find my friend. I'm the one that looked. That's how I met Damilola. It was night or someone can know the voice to talk about my ex to write that thing on Finn that went viral. So from that thing, that's how I met Dami. And Dami came to Nigeria and we started talking. And he pray on Dami immediately, knowing that Dami was coming. And he looks out for people, I told you now. People that are going through stuff, low self-esteem and all of that. Dami was going through things. Dami had again for a married man and was trying to see how to get the man to know and everything, which I told her, bust it. Just get him to you understand? Because he didn't rape you, you did it. I was trying to help her. But as a pastor, he's close now to me. So one of those is I shared and he got opportunity and went and started doing all of that with that girl. I did not know until Madibomo. My dear sister, it's pathetic. It is. It is.
It is pathetic, and I am the fact that I'm not even surprised for me. It's the fact that I'm not surprised. Like, I mean, there's no way. I mean, this is like a huge pattern.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a cycle. And my own is that what was with that entire Facebook validation he started doing? Why was he all over the place? Oh, you said you were not on Facebook. There was always a thing. I saw him everywhere, and I just knew this guy is marking time. I still really believe, as I'm still speaking with you, that he's not dead, that he's just doing stunts. That's what I believe. That's what I think. But peradventure, he is dead. I will not be surprised. Why? Because guy likes to control the narrative. Just to go and prove a point and brought back your messages. You say what the wife? No, come and see here. Before you think, say she looks for me. She let me kid. Oh, you had saints and oh God, I'm like, check.
Now I understand.
He deleted every other thing. I knew that this guy was okay. You're sleeping with this girl, right? You are. So for saying and why even showing it to your wife? I guess saying I'm through. I want among the different people that send nudes to me. There's one girl, she used to be married, I get to talk with that girl's nude, guessing more with the wife. I mean, the wife, but for me, try you. That's making her know people want me or people want me back. More. And the idiots will just listen and take it like that. That girl, then this person, Mary, what's her name? Remarkable Mary. And now I don't even believe me, even though sent a message like, is it okay to have feelings for my pastor? I want to, for something erotic. Now I don't know if they mark the message, because I'm hearing he has devices that he can send things that you're not the one sending. Yeah, I'm hearing all of that now. Like 3-4 times he tried those things. I was so disgusted. I brought somebody called House of Bora to our church, to evening church, and he tried to do nonsense with that babe. The babe called me in private and said, this man is not who he is. I'm not a good girl. I would have jailed, but I don't do pastors. She came from Catholic. I mean, I was so mad. I told her, why would you even do that? But something told me, Kadim, check. Just as I checked yours. So when that thing happened, this time I didn't want to do it alone. I wanted the wife to be involved. So I went straight to their house. I had recorded what she said and put on the speaker before the wife. I told him, why would you do this, sir? And what is that? Look, has she told you the thing she has done? They think she wants to be with me. They hear bang, 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 bang. The very next day, in Obon and Temien, you don't know what these girls do with my husband. You don't know what I go through them. I did not like the fact that you with that girl. And the girl found out, because immediately we finished. And the girl, and Runcie, I can wreck or whatever. The girl let them move forward. Our friendship self, because the girl told me in confidence and told me, please don't ask. I mean, Dan say, can we be cook? So while she was talking, I recorded. Yeah, but his nonsense, it never happened. I needed them to hear, but Nobo came back and fought with me. Whether I'm trying to break our marriage, her husband is not like that. My husband is not like that. I'm very bad. How many people are, so at a point you even be confused. But there came a time I was no longer. That's why I walked away. Then you walk away after more puyo. In front of code ministers, I share propaganda, I done all kinds of nonsense and bang me. Yeah.
Man.
And you called me. I thought you were crying. Or seriously, I was like, "What is good news crying?
No.
How did good news
No.
remember me on a day like this after how many years?"
I've texted you. I've texted you a couple of times on WhatsApp. I
Can I say
texted.
that was
In fact,
throw away all my phones, I bet.
yeah. Even when the whole thing with the calling out dummy happened, that time I was still on Facebook. Yeah, I was. In short, that was last year. That was
good Dammy. That Dammy should come and call me out. Wow, the things he played would go to Dammy and say, "Udeme, don't you have anything against them?" But I back Benedict need them a bed or because he knew. Dammy knew better. Dammy saying, why would I do that to them? You told us you would handle things and all of that. Dammy did is because you violated. Do you know what happened when he tried to molest my godmom's daughter? I found out the girl was a virgin. Of course, the mother, I confront on year one. He was afraid because, of course, and I would try to penetrate it over and over. So maybe there's a pre-com or what, one of those nonsense. So now the girl peel. And of course, the girl didn't take it. That's how the girl now told us and now threw away the pill. So when I got here and I was going to Canada, I called him after I had called out Dami Ndokomi, blah, 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 blah. Me time call by she should block me, but she did not. So, I'm careful. Okay, Runcie, Idowo was now beginning to tell me a lot of things that happened. More did twice. I didn't, they just blanked me. They were not talking to me. They were not answering me. They were not picking my call. Nothing for over a year. To Domindama, he did not see that one coming. Do you know that I now told him, okay, when he now come like 3 days after I called that Dama, I guess Roman might pick that, I'll hang up. But that day he called and thinking no, I think because I'm in the States, so some people came to see me. Some of my friends I saw that called out someone, so I was with people. When he called, for the pay phone, I picked and you get a video call. So me excuse me, run down the upstairs, and I was like, why are you calling me? Why are you calling me? And she now always be on your side. Come here, I say thank you. Normal. I will always be there for you, even if the wrong.
Exactly.
Don't say what you mean. Maybe take them and hellfire. Of these few nights, because how can you be such a deceitful human being? I started talking, and now said, look at me, look at my eyes. I mean, mom, the thing, boy, you can't doesn't come out from video, but I don't want to see your eyes. I don't want it. I just want you to know that the girl you touched and gave pills is pregnant, and that next tomorrow, made Canada. I had a ticket to go to Canada. It wasn't for anything. Okay, I am keeping the baby. Okay, thank God they told me we'll be fine. I think I'll find that message and send to you. Forget to Runcie wait. Oh, Runcie be Bokia and I'm there. Do you know the very next day? First thing don't far. That's how I responded. Can you me in a man? Can you mark boom? The Facebook. We will tell the world what you have done. That a virgin girl, it even need you for a see. Hey, do you know the very that day? So I said, I could damn you couldn't want more. Udemy is about to do something crazy. I'm about to kill myself. That's why I can't believe that he's dead. And and disappeared. And disappeared. Do you know this? And disappeared. Come me November me. Disappeared from the house. Runs able
kill myself. You do anything, I'll kill myself.
These people were so afraid. Able one Sikitbe that's how for tena mindidi or window do you want someone so you mean I'm a bit me I didn't go to Benebe or whatever. Dammy can come and say she was legit afraid until she remembered that I told her that when he had that thing with you that he left the house and wrote a letter, don't look for me, I'll not come back. Uses manipulates human beings. So do you know he did that after 7 days? He came back home. That's how he came back and called me again to check. And I said, oh, how far? You want to check your baby mama? I told him, how far? You want to check the baby, your baby mama? I can show you the baby mama and everything. My godmom's daughter was using. He used to tell me catch cruise. But I knew that his heart is not good for him to do that to his wife, because the wife was legit looking for him, was calling Dammy, was crying, was doing all kinds of things. She's not praying. If she's praying, she would know. Period.
Mama,